Welcome in. Let us see what we'll be working on today. Ah, very good. Let's get things selected and opened. And now, oh, there we are. Wonderful. That's better. Audio music's not too loud now. Now, where I last was working on, I've sorted out the hand. At least this one, to not be as janky as it was looking. It will look even less janky once I've got shading in, but right now, this is much better than it was looking. At least I believe so. You know what? Let's move that over here so you can see what I do when I'm messing with layers. Okay, so that's the old sketch. Here's the new one. With all no, that's the sketch layer. This is the line cleanup layer. How has everyone's week been? I've had an alright week. I had a driving lesson yesterday. A little bit tired still from that, because for some reason driving takes a lot out of me. So, yeah. But I should probably also update stream names to that's Steam side updated. And that's YouTube side updated. Okay, so this in here is gonna come in and careful with the cleanup and just get stuff. Duly noted that I need to add some more. Okay. Gonna need to get used to having layers over here now. Dum da 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 da. Da 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 da. Over the weekend and stuff, I started working on this decided to look at a heap of my D&D characters I've played in the past, and one of them caught my eye, and I decided to flesh out their backstory more, even though they were only for one shot and stuff. And yeah, I cracked out a something called Lore Master's Deck, and I basically built out the basics of what she would be as a character with the cards on there, and I'm going to be progressively fleshing out her backstory more in the more random sort of sense that the instructions for Story Engine provide. I just did a bit more structured. Make sure everything for the base core figure meets the right criteria. That character's name is Gnarly Greystride. She is a warlock. She's one of my few warlocks that I've ever played. And she's a great old one warlock at that. Initially, the idea was that she had accidentally connected to the creator god of the entire world she was originally made for, and as such was progressively getting absorbed into him, while also we're seeing memories of his deep distant past. That is no longer her story, though. That is alternate universe. Her new story, I am still... She hasn't so much touched a god as she has connected with something outside of her reality, like even outside of the planes, outside of what is considered the pantheon, outside of anything that could be considered her universe. I'm tempted to make it the Eternal Library. I'm not sure yet. Like, she connected it, because she is from a world with magic, she managed to while the Eternal Library was near her dimension, she happened to use the piece of magic that allowed her to peer and just partially pierce the membrane of that dimension and connect mentally to the library. Which is very fitting because initially I had been building her out a bit randomly. Because there were some of the... Because one of the prompts was... One of the prompts was... Where have I put those cards? It's in the box. I put them in the box, separate from piles. Just grabbing that out. Grab them. There is a separator in here, right? Yep, there it is. I did put them on a pile, but I put a separator thing. Where was the prompt? One, two, three. Okay, I've accidentally grabbed the card that I was not intending to have out. Okay, so... That's one of the prompts. Oh, that may not it. Ah, I know what that one was. Okay, so... She had... And one of the randomness of the cards was notable family estate. I had no idea what her family was going to be like, so, and what her family backstory was going to be like, so I decided to keep that one when I saw it. I was like, hey, that would make sense. She is a scholarly type, so she would have likely have money, at least to have access to a lot of stuff. At least to be able to get the sort of information that led to her finding the book that accidentally connected her to the Eternal Library, briefly. Train of thoughts going a bit derailed. Where's gloves? There it is. But yeah, her. But then when it came to picking out that location, from the location cards, because how the Lore Masters deck works is there are a series of specific types of cards and specific categories of cards. There's factions, figures, events, locations, objects, materials, and creatures. For the actual major prompts that give a descriptive thing, that gives a descriptive word on each of the sides, and then when you flip it over, it gives questions that relate to questions or more fleshed out prompts that related to whether it's a faction figure and all that. So that's why I got a little bit confused, because I was like, wait, hang on. One of the prompts gave another figure card, and it had accidentally gotten flipped when I was putting in the box. But yeah, so the notable family estate required a location card to be pulled for it as well. And the first one that I pulled out had a repertoire on it. So her family just is historically archivers and that. But the card that the figure card that had accidentally been flipped was in response to the question of she had a previous profession, and that previous profession wound up being craftsperson. So she used to make books, which is why she was and she used to repair books, in my mind. So that also lends to being a part of a family that has access to a repertoire, which can be an archive. So that was nice to flesh out and stuff. I still have only created the core, or the core for what will wind up being a web. So how it works is you pull cards, you connect them, you pull a card for the starter. You then pull 4 more cards and flip them over to get questions and flesh out prompts for. And then some of those question or flesh out parts will require you to pull cards from other piles. When you expand upon those cards that you pull from other piles, you use one side is a modifier card, while the other 3 side, and while you pull out 3 more of that same sort of card to give more flesh out prompts for that. That can then daisy chain into more cards needing to be pulled from other decks, and that fleshes out the story. It's referred to as growing a lore web. That's what it's referred to. And it comes with little token pieces to allow you to keep track of things. I don't. I take pictures of stuff and put them into Obsidian so that it actually creates a visual web, like using the graph. So I find that helpful. But yeah, I enjoy. I've fleshed out a chunk of what I could potentially do as a solo play for a period of time for my homebrew world for D&D on stream. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so those eyes need to be neatened up. So, yep, there, here. Yeah, that will work. I will likely get the eyes to be behind the... You know what, let's actually get to mass sorting out these layers. And let me expand this so it's more easy to see what I'm doing for stream. Oh, that doesn't show up unless it's a... Unless it's slotted in. Okay. Just a sec. There. Put that back in, and I will now start putting the line layers. Or more accurately, I'll get the colors in where they need to be. So. Put that there. That's behind hood back. That behind body. Eyes will be on top of body, but certain parts will be behind. So, body, turtleneck. I may need to split the hair in two. We will see once I'm finished with getting all these into place. Eye colors will be behind body. Gloves. Where's gloves? There they are. I haven't got lines for the eyebrows. Oh, no, there I do. Book pages. There's book pages, and the book color. Both underneath book. But all three of those need to be underneath gloves. There we go. Book pages needs to be underneath, and I'll need to clean that up. So noted. I named the stylus color pen because I'm still. It's kind of a mix of both at this point. Where is this? Oh, this would be the highlights, wouldn't? No, this is the sketched out circles for the eyes. Okay. Let's go grab that. Layer 15. Bring you down to just here. Now this will be easier to navigate. However, put that back down here. I'm going to need to readjust things for the cartograph streamer on Thursday, so that's good to need to remember that. That will help. There we go. Just create pocket for that peek through. Oh, it's there we go. Should be using this one. Ah, that's P. Ah, for picker, okay. That makes sense. But yeah, what else have I been up to since last week? I've been playing Moita off stream a bit over the past week as well. Yeah, I definitely died a few more times. I've encountered a few new things. I finally encountered worms for the first time, which I wish I had gotten on stream, but anyways, my choice for doing it off stream. Yep. Where's the airbrush I have in here? That's the large one. That's the... There we go. Nope. It's a slightly lighter color on Blue Swan. Da, 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 da. I wish I had a color picker that had the sliders underneath for... Yeah, that's better. That works as a lower lip. However, I need to be doing it on its own separate layer. There we go, it's down to that. Yeah, I'm making it too thick. That's why I'm having issues with it. So. Mounts are always a bit confusing for me. Like, even for this, I like this sort of mount more than this one, but I like this one more than that, so. Yeah, mounts are a bit rough for me, so. I'll eventually learn how to do it in a way that I continuously like. Like, I like my PNG tuber mouth because it's simple and stuff, but I'm wanting more detail in the profile pictures one, so figuring out how to go about that is still... Let's turn this into over... Oh, wrong layer. This is the one I'm wanting to overlay. No. Multiply. No, overlay is what I'm wanting. Oops. I'm accidentally pressing P instead of E. And that's because I forgot to move my finger, and I was just instinctually having it where the E, instinctually treating it like it was already on E. Hmm. No. Not feeling that. Not I like this more than I like that other one, which means probably just having. Let's see. Let's do a test. How does it look when it's just the middle line? Better. No, that's 2. That's better. But the rest of the line work is sticking out too much right now. And yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm just converting the line art to colors. Which is more in line with my style anyway, so. Body. Overlay. There we go, there's this color for that, and okay, so let me do this, this. And now I'm gonna come in and just work on I know what to do. Quick group. Do that. Do that onto that, and then there we go. That's automatically doing that, which means I can now make the corrections on this layer. More accurately on this one. First, then I know what to do. Where's the hair color layer? There it is. Do that temporarily while I... Nope. The problems aren't being Okay. So. Problem is that the hair layer is now on top. And that's supposed to be back. Okay. Yep, as I said, I accidentally need to grab that and put it onto a separate layer. So. That's fine to be there, but once it tucks behind the ear, it should not be. back hair that now needs to get dragged down to yep, and I'll sort that out later, but now I need to first grab the hair color and add it back in at the seams. Okay, now to sort out where the skin overlaps. I'll need to sort out the turtleneck as well and get the turtleneck back created. Yep, turtleneck. Back. I need to do the same with the lines as well, because actually yeah, I need to clean up some of these lines a bit better, but having it like this actually does help me identify where that is, so. Like here, even though that's not been done yet. Whoop. Control J. This one becomes overlay, this one. A new layer goes above. I drop hair color. Fill. Just on top. Then if you're wanting to make corrections with new lines. Don't need to do anything, but use the color data you just created. This will definitely need working on. Hang on. What layers? That's gonna be hair back, isn't it? Yep, there it is. That's why it hasn't shifted yet. No, it's not getting any changes because it's still on the top layer. Meaning, it is right there. Now it's visible. Okay, yep. That was my own mistake. Okay, yeah. In which case, group that, duplicate, move the copy down, make a new layer. Actually, wait, I don't need to do that once I've got the color. I can just go this, 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 fill. And there we go. Not very noticeable because it's dark colors anyway, but yeah. Now for the coat. Actually, wait, let's come in here and move. Not for that, but for this. Okay, so let's go select. No, let's go boop. Okay. That's where all of those are on this layer. Oh. Invert selection. Delete. Deselect. Everything's fine, I think. It's always and no, now there's a fine line. Oh, good. Okay, that's why I have that set to red. It's very obvious. But now, back here. It's only in the areas where there's back hair, so I can go through and do this with this. Okay, so next, so back hair is done. That is just the line. Let's actually first see what color do we get when we do overlay. Okay, it treats it as if it's black and white, because that's pretty much what it is. Does it care where that is? No. No, it does not. Okay, so with this, we're going to have to do something different. We're gonna have to decide what slight what color have I used in the past for this? I've gone with a cream color in the past, because when you look at this, it's it's more of a slightly orange grey. That was to contrast the fact that the gloves... I'm not particularly happy with those hands anymore. The gloves were... Let's see what... Blue went with a purple. Or went with this sort of color. Went with a purple magenta sort of area with... Clearly from the jittering slight pinks because of what's done for anti-AI stuff. AI poisoning, but this is what you look into. So, I like that color difference better. And just noting that in these areas it gets pretty close to black where it's shaded. So, when it's in the light, we go with a more purpley sort of grey. But in here, it's a more black. And more purpley, it's a purple sort of black. Okay. So. This. Since back here, no, that will be likely highlighted, so. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that does come all the way. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna need to. This. Fill that there, and now I need to get the back hood parts from. Is it back hood? Yeah, it's hood. Except it's on coat. Okay. Da, 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 da. Merging below is Control E. Yep, and now let's grab this color and just quickly go over those seam lines. That's a good basic test for that layer. However, let's see how it looks when applied to abs. Oh wait, nope. This color. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to need to do the sleeves still, but this is progressing further. Let's go with a darker sort of purple. And just come in with the blush in areas like here. Similar to what blue has done. No, wait. I need to alternate between these two. Just so I can technically erase. Oh great. Too many cooks got stuck in my head. Too many cooks, too many cooks. Too many cooks. Nope, wrong way up. Oh. This is bugging me enough now. Where is it? Where's that layer? I wish there was a search option over here. Oh wait. There is. I haven't actually ever used this. This is the one I'm looking for. Still needing to figure out how to get it to look slightly lined without it looking weird. But anyways, let me set filters. It's there. Let's actually start with this. Control. Get that in there, and then book. Lines. Control J. Bring it down. The reason I'm doing this specifically this way for this is hang on. Okay. No. Okay, where's the pages? There it is. The pages are already separate, gotcha. In other words, grab this out. Cover lines. Page lines. Wait, in which case, I can just go with this. With how I've been doing the books, I'm wanting something a bit more colorful. I also don't want it to be an exact copy of this. Or more accurately, a copy of that. So there's a rouge color that I like. Let's see how it goes. Let's first get book color. Oh wait, no, that doesn't go in with the lines. Yeah, let's see. No. That's nicer. Actually, I think that's the color I'm going to go with. And so, let's see how this... I have turned that totally. Oh boy. Okay, that's more what I'm wanting. Coat. I didn't finish doing the coat properly. Book, book, book. Coat. What's going on here? Okay, so I clearly forgot to fix this up at some point. So that's bleed through of the underlayer. Anywhere else that's occurring? Over here, obviously. Nowhere else within the borders currently. Except for down here. Pants. I don't remember starting to shade the pants. There's pants. There we go. That works out. And I know what the problem is. I didn't finish with that. Does anything go completely black over here? No. Interesting. I know the hair does over here, but the hair has also gotten more color to it. I'm more prone to allowing myself go into black when it comes to lines, as it is, so. I've already done the back turtleneck. No. Oh, no, I didn't do the line art for. Didn't have that as a separate thing. Okay. What else haven't? Skin, body. And coat. Nothing on this layer. Stylus. Boy. Let's keep this going, just naming it everything. So it's pencil, stylus, pen. Book. Book's been done, however I need to come in here. Pages. Cover. I haven't done gloves yet. Did I just... No, I didn't. Where's group 34? Oh no, I accidentally put them in here. Ah no, I accidentally grouped them with there. That. Lines. Duplicate down. Add this one. Overlay this. Select color. This. Okay, it also helps reveal points like those. I will sort those out now, actually. Still need to do the sleeves. This one's been done meticulously. I don't have any of those issues over here. May need to clean up that line art later though. But anyways, coat, sleeves, lines. Thankfully, I've only been doing stuff with the in what was the light layer, so I can just come here, here, and switch between the two as needed. Okay, so for the sleeves, oh boy, I'll need to do underneath as well. Actually, yep, nope, that's going to be getting full treatment all the way up to here. Da, da, da. Just stretching. I'm having a quick drink. Remember to stay hydrated. It's been an hour and a half of stream so far. Oh. Okay, so. Also need to. This has bothered me long enough now. I need to go down and fix that on the turtleneck. So first things first. Oh, that's erased. That's not good. What? Oh, that's just... That is not the turtleneck's fault, okay. Okay, last place I dig stuff was over here. I'm not gonna be happy one. Just gonna quickly do this and ensure that I haven't screwed up that line. But now let's get to cut back. Is that what? No? It's what I left it behind. Whoops. So where is code? There's code. Now let's also fix up that little bit. Problem resolved. Okay, so eyes. Okay, so let's show how I do the eye lines and stuff. Okay, so where is eyes in this mess? Head, top. Lines. Hair, top. Glasses are fine. What else? Lips. Should just mouth. Mouth's better. That's a better name. Eyes. Here we go. Eye lines. I'll name that later. Right now, I'm going here, doing this, and so hair color is this one, and this one is skin color. So Eyelashes. Since eyelashes go over this. Now I can make corrections as needed. And now to do the same over here. Yep, that's shown me where I've made mistakes. There and here. Did I do that with this? Don't remember. No, over here I did. For this one, I didn't do so much the skin color. I did the eye color. I may decide to do that. Let's go see how that actually looks. Would be going here. Oh. Not the 50 there. Overlay. Yep, that actually looks good. And I need to go into the lips and get this color onto that line. Mouth. I'm just gonna go and do that. Or just straight up get rid of it. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it for this version. Have a which means I just straight up don't need that layer. Okay. Oh, this is what I accidentally made 50%. Yeah, this is what's black, that's fine. Glasses. Glasses need to be refined again, because that I again think is too jagged. So let's find glasses. I know what I want to do. Let's just quickly add a vector layer on top. And okay, so okay. Alright. Don't do that. Let's come in with this, this, and this. Full options, come here. I want that at 20. I touch that. I want softer edges. There we go. Now back in. Let's see, smooth. Nope. Bring it in. There. That's looking nicer. Let's add in another point here. And another one here. Make this one smooth. Adjust its positioning and lengths. Bring this up. Insert points, smooth, and bring it back. Okay, so that's looking good for this side of the glasses. Let's see. Copy, paste, and flip. There we go. Now well, Control Z. I know what to do. Copy, paste, bring these back up. However, so these 2 points and say one right here. Not that. There's no longer anything there. Break it segment. That was just a faster way. Good to know that for the future. Remove those. Oh. Remove point. Remove point. And this is for the arm points, which are here. So. Set this insert a point right there. Break at segment. Break at segment. Oh boy, I hate when that happens. I'm sure that's 0. Yeah. Remove those points. Actually, wait. That's still there, and that's still there. It's these. Break at segment, and break at segment. Because I want to be grabbing this, make line point, and pulling it to here. Make line point, pull this to here as well. Merge points. Now, make adjustments. Curve point, and this is just so, because this other one is effectively already in it. Let's decide right about there. Yep, okay, and now here, fill again, and it's once again filled with black. This, and then beneath. Much cleaner glasses. Noticing a slight discrepancy though. Probably want to make that to there. This comes up. This, yeah, gonna want to insert another point. Make line point. That goes to there. This controls where that curves, so thus making where it's visible. That there. Alright, to there. Should be a straight line. This one. And yeah. There we go. I accidentally hit the caps lock. Glasses. I will probably do lenses momentarily because I do have a slight detail I like giving with them. But let's see. This isn't going to be one of the books I was working on for for pop-ups and stuff last week. It's just going to be a book. Okay, now I'm shading. Shading's next, or this is no longer line art. This is puppet here. No longer needed. That is still technically needed, but we are now going to be working. Now, background. This is getting a change. Because this is just going to be a profile picture. I don't want an overly detailed background. So we're not going to go with a library in the background. No. Instead, okay, let's quickly come to this. Get these off so that they aren't interfering with my idea. Instead, brush. Want to create a purple star looking thing in the background. Or actually, or invert selection, edit selection. Nope, not wanting to edit this selection. Deselect. Do that. Grow selection by 3, 4, 5. Let's see how 5 pixels goes. Let's go there. This. Oh, and let's go fill. Oh, there's points I need to select. So let's just go there. Oh wait, here. We'll make this easier to see. There and there. And now, select invert selection. Grow selection by 5. This bucket Fill. Deselect. That doesn't feel like enough. Selection. Grow by another 5. Fill. Deselect. Hmm. Thinking. What if it's just the hair layers? Because it doesn't like me doing what? Okay. Control J. G. There we go. Select invert selection. Let's go to pencil. Selection, grow, 5. On here, fill all 3. Deselect. How does that look? Oops. So back to this. That's fine. No, I'm on here. I'm here. Let's see. How big is? Yep, that's not surprising. So instead, gradient. Oh, let's go black. Tool options, radial. Just a sec. Where's the circle? There's the circle. Unlock. This is just so I can locate where that is in relation. I just realized I could do this. So yeah, let's just quickly lock that back in place. Come back down. Right there. Here. Right about here to here. And overlay. Normal. Group. Nope, not that all. Yeah. I'm on airbrush. That doesn't help. This. Refresh. Nope. Oh wait. Blue actually look better. What does green look like though? Is this even needed? Yeah, it's still needed. Okay, so. Another layer. Fill those with white. Select. Okay, so in other words, Control J, G, group them together. And now, just doing that. And this. Oh no. Oh, and Critter crashed. Wonderful. Oh, and so did PNG Tuber. Okay, wait. Wait, no. Nope. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Let me just quickly check. Is stream still up? Or has everything crashed? No, I'm still live, but oh boy. So, okay, let's try fixing some things. Oh boy. Okay. It is. Nope. Yeah. Oh boy. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, Critters reopening. I'm back, but okay. Let's. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm back. Yep. Okay, so answer for you, Jukiholic. The woman with the jeans is the song to share for them. Not really, not sure. Not sure what you mean by that, but song to share. Well, the song that's currently playing is called Thrilling Shadows, which, honestly, Street was temporarily thrown into Shadows, so that was fitting. But yeah. Okay, so just making sure everything's working properly again. Okay, so everything's back up and running properly. I have no idea what happened there. Just seemed to suddenly want to just end everything. It may have been because of how many layers it went through to delete. Yeah, that I should have gone through periodically. Noted for later. Deselect. Let's make this not visible. Oh wait, no, I need to reselect. Reselect this. Delete. Oh, and it didn't go through. So, yep, that definitely was what clashed it. Okay, so don't need to worry about hairs. Hair, it's pants. Turtleneck. Coat. And yep, that's everything. Okay, so that's that. Oh wait, no, I know what to do. Undo all of those. All of that erasure. All of that getting rid of everything. Yep, undo all of that. And just group these three together. Grab this, bring it down into here. I have an idea. Erase. Yep, okay, that does that. Okay, so that also means I can just toggle that on and off. And voila. Okay, so good. Got that sorted. I'm not. Oh, I was treating it like I'd finished it, but then I remembered I haven't done any of the shading and stuff. So yeah. I need to check to see why Stream Elements is... Because every single stream, when it hits... I think... No, it's not every single stream. Huh. So... Twitch only just reconnected. Okay. So... If Twitch only just got back, hi. Juki, if you're still there, the song I said, what it said to answer your question was, where is it? It was one of the shadow ones in. It wasn't Raging Shadows. It wasn't Salty Shadows. I'm looking through the Heartbound OST, which is the music playing in the background. Wasn't Forest? Where? Oh, where? I don't remember reading Bitter Shadows, but maybe. I don't know. It was one of the shadows in the Heartbound OST, because stream got turned into shadows. Oh boy, and everything just collapsed. Oh, wonderful. I love when that happens. Okay. We open that. Jank at the end of stream. How fitting. I'm a doodle for the next. I'm just gonna save this. Yes, override the original. Save momentarily. Oh wait, and then for the last little bit of stream, open. I'm gonna doodle some mere fan art because there's only one member of my oh boy. Okay, yep. Just I noticed my PNG tuber was frozen, so there's one member of Team Villainy from Past Life, which is the current life series that I haven't drawn yet, because of course Pearl had to go and put on their old skin, which I knew about, but I didn't think they'd ever wear again. So, but that is fine, because that means I get to work on a different style for Pearl. Emo Pearl. Okay, so there's my phone. I need to pull up that skin. I need to not to just search it. I need to go to Minecraft Skins DB. This it's referred to as the Skindex. Okay, so. It isn't. Let's see what Planet Minecraft holds. It's this one. There we go. Yeah, this. Give me pencil. Oh boy. Critter's not happy right now. Come on. Respond, critter. All I did was ask you to give me a pencil. Nope, critter decided to crash again. Okay. Yeah, and we're just about at the end of stream anyway, so gonna start looking for someone to raid now, since apparently critters have decided I don't get to do art for the rest of the day. I need to figure that out. But anyways. Over to Twitch. Apparently that web browser's also crashed that I had that open in, so quit. And now open. Let's look for a channel to raid. Let's see. Yep, Thor's gotten live. He's currently working on block game development. So the music will jump here to a different song when you get over there. But my computer is not happy with me right now. Yeah, definitely a good idea to be raiding and ending stream now. So see you all next week. Or actually no, Thursday. Thursday is the last cartographer stream, hopefully, maybe, of the month. So we'll be seeing whether we finish the map for Yana Batrali, as well as whether we find Mr. Galway, who is currently experiencing amnesia, or at least was. But anyways, see ya.